this is Jaden. We went to high school sort of together, like vicariously through Flatline High School. Thrills in a gym school.
Yeah, right.
He lives in New York, in Brooklyn to be specific. He has a fun little apartment. Oh yeah, hey Blue Eyes, what's up? I have Blue Eyes, you do not. Then I found out that Dr. Pepper Jen is not for women. I don't know if it'll give you a yeasty beastie or you'll become the awesome mom, but Dr. Pepper Jen is not for women. Neither is the D train apparently going south because we got lost in Sunset Park, which is primarily where Jennifer Lopez lives. She's not Puerto Rican, but she is a Latina.
She is Puerto Rican.
So, my bad. She doesn't live there. Nor does Pink.
They live in the Bronx, completely different borough.
Yeah, right. So today we learned that Jennifer Lopez is Puerto Rican, which means she doesn't eat tacos or burritos. What do those PR people eat?
Mostly beans and rice.
And like bananas.
Yeah.
So, if you want a huge butt, like Jennifer Lopez, eat some red rice and beans and some plantains. It's a banana locker down there.
Let's have some.
We don't have any bananas.
Hi, anyway, so what we did today was...
We did stuff today.
Yeah.
We got lost a little bit.
Scary guy who turned out to be a real estate broker picked up his car.
Totally text message Scott, who's going to be my new roommate. He'll make a video appearance eventually. He was being super cool and productive and like working today, learning. Yeah, income. But I'm glad that he has a job because that means we can get a much better apartment. Anywho, so I text messaged Scott and said, hey, we're at this and this and blah, 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 blah. If you don't hear from me in 30 minutes, you know, we're in some warehouse being butchered by like a Sharpie or something.
Thank goodness that didn't happen.
Yeah, so we just randomly got in a car with some guy named Hector that was driving some beat up black Honda and we went to it.
I was pretty scared.
I wasn't. I was like, worst case scenario, I'd just be like, Jaden, Q. And that was our little code back in college, that if when one person was out on a date or something and you got the text message Q, that means quick, get me the hell out of here.
Exactly.
And so then Jaden would have been like, okay, what? And then he would have seen me tuck and roll out the side of his door and I wouldn't have had health insurance yet. It would have been bad. So thank goodness Hector
it didn't happen.
Thank goodness Hector turned out to be an A-OK kind of a guy.
It's pretty nice actually.
Very nice actually. So we went to Borough Park inside a 2-bedroom apartment. It's very nice. I liked it. It's a little bit far from where Scott needs to be. So I should probably tell Hector and say thanks, but it ain't gonna work.
New appliances.
Yes, it's very
nice
shiny.
finishes.
2 bedrooms, which is nice, so it means that Scott and I don't have to like have a bunk bed or something.
Smelled a little bit like a wet cat.
Kind of did.
Yeah.
Might have been the lacquer. But yeah, looking for an apartment is actually way harder than I thought. You know, back home you just like go online, you look at the complex, you read reviews, blah 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 blah. Not in this mug. You got to go and do leg work. And you like it takes like 2 hours between showings, and that's even if some trains are running. But this weekend has been awful because the Q train, which usually stands for Q.
And the D train, which we need to take to get this one apartment in 4 minutes. Also.
Yeah, and so we ended up somewhere like the Jennifer Lopez comments from a previous video because we ended up in like Little Mexico.
Sunset Park.
Little Mexico.
Little Puerto Rico. Anyway.
But she is Puerto Rican, so...
Offensive. Offensive.
Hey! I'm admiring beauty. Hey, look!
There's not going to be any Puerto Ricans watching. Keep going.
I think I just hit the wrong button. Okay, Puerto Rico, so anyhow.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any... I have some Puerto Rican friends.
He doesn't.
You're Puerto Rican. So yeah, that's about it. This is probably about 3.5 minutes. It's a little bit of an update. I was tired about 4 hours ago, and now I think I'm hyper. Thank you, Vanilla Swiss Almond Haagen-Dazs, and thank you, Jaden, for videotaping today. Peace.